that this particular start will translate कि अगले 5-7 साल में हम बढ़ सकते।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आप देख रहे हैं सीधे दृश्य। प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ पर जो यहाँ पर एक्सपो है उसका डेमो देखने प्रधानमंत्री आए हैं और यहाँ पर अब इनॉग्रेशन की तैयारी भी प्रधानमंत्री कर रहे हैं। रिबन काटने के लिए तैयार हैं प्रधानमंत्री। सीधे दृश्य आप देख रहे हैं और बेहद महत्वपूर्ण प्रधानमंत्री ने जो आज अपने स्पीच की शुरुआत की, उन्होंने कहा कि आप देख सकते हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री ने उद्घाटन जो है यहाँ पर इसका कर दिया है और प्रधानमंत्री अब यहाँ पर डेमो देखेंगे और पहली बार है कि जो तीनों सेनाओं के रक्षा उपकरण हैं उनका कंबाइन एक डेमो यहाँ पर होगा। रक्षा मंत्री भी उनके साथ हैं और सीधे दृश्य आप देख रहे हैं डिफेंस एक्सपो 2018 के चेन्नई से। और इस बार का जो इस डिफेंस एक्सपो की ख़ास बात बताई जा रही है अब तक का सबसे बड़ा है और इसमें जो घरेलू कंपनियां हैं उनको एक बहुत बड़ी भागीदारी देने की बात कही गई है।
Their manufacturing excellence, and we can see that the Honorable Prime Minister, accompanied by the Defence Minister, is now visiting the India Pavilion. It's also significant to note that special audio-visual has been created, which the Honorable Prime Minister will witness for a few minutes. And after this he would proceed towards the live demo area. There are over 500 stalls put up by Indian companies. The Honorable Prime Minister will now proceed to witness the special audiovisual program, a sound and light show as it were, and this will go on for a few minutes, and after the sound and light program or the audiovisual program, the Honorable Prime Minister will then proceed to witness the live demo. Right now it's time for the sound and light audiovisual program that the Honorable Prime Minister will witness at the India Pavilion of Defence Expo 2018.
अब जो मेन फंक्शन जो ख़त्म हुआ, इनाग्रेशन जो सेरेमनी हुआ था, उसके बाद अभी द ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंडिया पेविलियन पे गए हुए हैं जहाँ पर एक ऑडियो विजुअल देखेंगे as it is a light and sound show, and following that he will visit the demo area where live demonstration from the Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force will happen. और अच्छा लगा, we went through the entire ceremonial part of the inaugural function, and
across land, air and sea, empowering India to defend our vast borders. From years of dependence to growing self-reliance, transforming India into the defense manufacturing hub of the world. India's defense sector provides a wide variety of world-class systems developed indigenously to deliver the highest standards of quality, durability, and affordability. Let's celebrate the growing prowess of India's defense manufacturing sector.
तो आप देख रहे हैं सीधे दृश्य जहां पर प्रधानमंत्री ने अभी उद्घाटन किया है जो इंडियन पवेलियन है वहां पर, जो इस बार इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया है पहली बार उसका, और अवलोकन कर रहे हैं वहां पर जो डेमो है उसको देख रहे हैं। उदय भास्कर जी, हम आपसे डिस्कस कर रहे थे अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जब चर्चा कर रहे थे प्रधानमंत्री के स्पीच की। प्रधानमंत्री ने एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात कही, मेक इन इंडिया, मेक फॉर इंडिया एंड सप्लाई फ्रॉम इंडिया। इंडियन पवेलियन का
Saluting India's indigenous defense industry, the pride of the nation, powering new possibilities, powering the future, powering the forces.
देख रही है दुनिया तुम में उजियाले विश्वास को, एक एक दिन दिव्य बनाकर तोहफा दो इतिहास को, नई रोशनी की तहरीरें लिख डालो आकाश में, उठो बांध लो सारा सूरज अपने बाहुपाश में। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपकी गरिमामय उपस्थिति के लिए। आपने यहाँ पर पधार कर हम सबको प्रेरणा दी और हमारा उत्साहवर्धन किया। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। We also thank all the dignitaries on the dais for gracing this occasion. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी आपकी गरिमामय उपस्थिति के लिए।
left. If you look closely, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the 4 ships heading the display area. The ships which will approach us into the display area in a short while from now are from the Eastern Naval Command of the Indian Navy. The leading ship in the formation is the 6,500-ton multi-role stealth frigate, INS Sahyadri, which was constructed by the Mazagon Docks. This is followed by the naval offshore patrol vessel, INS Sumitra, built at the Goa shipyard. The third ship in the column of ships is the anti-submarine stealth corvette, INS Kamorta, which was constructed by Garden Reach shipbuilders. And the last ship of the formation, which will shortly arrive into the display area from the left, is INS Kukri, was again constructed by Mazagon Docks. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, onto the left of the display area, you can see the 4 warships steaming towards us. There, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that the ships have destroyed the anti-aircraft guns of the adversary, which were installed along the hostile shores, which is also called as the beach softening. As the ships close the hostile shores, they may face opposition from the adversary's anti-aircraft guns. Before making the approach, it is mandatory to destroy the anti-aircraft guns. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch closely onto your left approaching the display area, you will see 2 naval helicopters. The ALH helicopter and the Sea King helicopter just arrived onto the display area. Very soon, you will witness 8 commandos slither down swiftly onto the area. There you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the slithering rope has been lowered by the aircraft, and the Marcos will slither down one after the other in rapid succession. There, the first Marine Commando has landed onto the hostile shore, and he now proceeds to neutralize the vital installation on the hostile shore. In any amphibious operations, the Special Forces would be the first to enter the hostile shores for reconnaissance and neutralizing the vital installations. After dropping the commandos, the helicopters will now turn towards the ship and return and land on the helideck of their mother ships. As they turn in unison and proceed towards the ships.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the force that is behind the country's defense forces, is proud to display its impressive portfolio. The first to come is the beam formation led by light utility helicopters flanked on both sides by the ALH Mark IV Rudra. Then is the Dhanush formation, the light combat helicopters headed by Group Captain Hari Naya. This is the operational aircraft ready for deployment. Then we have the Rudra formation of 3 Mark IV helicopters which are already in operation, and now we await the Sarang formation.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and a special greetings from the Sarangs. Anevarkum Vanakkam. Ladies and gentlemen, a short while from now, we'll see if helicopters of Sarang Helicopter Display Team will install you in a daring display of skill. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Sarang Helicopter Display Team. Demonstrating the agility of the helicopter, Sarang 4 pulls up for a stall turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest for today's demonstration, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, has just arrived. You're requested to rise.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We extend a very hearty welcome to Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India.
ladies and gentlemen, look straight ahead for the Sarang split. The leader will pull up to present a salute to the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Ungalku Mumbage Sarang split Pakavu. Ladies and gentlemen, right in front of you, Sarang split.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the prototype of the light utility helicopter coming in front of us for a short display. A short while before, this helicopter led the rotors formation, a rotors Make in India formation. This helicopter is being developed as a replacement for the aging single-engine Cheetah and Chetak helicopters of the Indian Armed Forces. It's now in front of us to perform what would exemplify its potential, the helicopter that holds for the future. It's a 3-ton class helicopter powered by a single turboshaft Ardiden engine. The segmented blade concept being tried out for the very first time on this helicopter has the potential of providing unprecedented operational flexibility and agility to this machine. Today, the display is being performed by the Chief Test Pilot of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Wing Commander Unni Pillai. HAL, from its formative years of partnering with foreign companies for designing and developing its machine, has today made gigantic strides in the field of helicopters. And the flypast we had witnessed and the display that you are witnessing now are proof of the glorious outcome of this process. The LUH is in front of you as it spirals up for a final dive. Every helicopter that you just saw in the rotor formation and now in front of us has been completely developed and designed and produced in India without any external help. We are and will remain committed to the Make in India cause. The LUH is now spiraling up to dive and exit after its beautiful demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the light utility helicopter, welcoming her to join the ever-growing helicopter family of HAL, and wish her good luck and Godspeed.
As the helicopters make foray onto the hostile shores, I now draw your attention to the column of warships which is entering the display area in front of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have the display by the Light Combat Helicopter. This is a lethal helicopter which has now completed its testing process and is ready for operational deployment. Ladies and gentlemen, here in front of you, the Dhanush, the Light Combat Helicopter. Though light in weight, this machine packs the punch of heavyweight. The display today is being performed by Group Captain Hari Nair of HAL and Lieutenant Colonel Piyush Kumar of Army Aviation. The LCH is now performing a wing over to come in front of us. This beast of a combat machine is armed to its teeth with a stunning array of weapons. a chin-mounted gun, 68mm rockets, air-to-air and anti-tank missile, truly makes for a lethal combination. Equipped with the latest Shakti engine, this is the only combat helicopter that has the proven ability to take on targets at Siachen Glacier, world's highest battlefield. Please notice the rapid pull-up and the unique ability of the rotor, as the pilot will now bunt the helicopter under negative G to come to a hover far away from the ground. As you can see, this machine has sufficient reservoir power and rotor thrust. LCH is now diving sharply, gathering momentum to come in front of us to demonstrate a few more maneuvers. The LCH has made rapid strides in its development over the last few years. The sleek platform is rock steady on straight lines with minimal vibration, making it an ideal platform for weapon delivery. With the development of this helicopter, HAL has placed India among those very few countries that have capability to develop dedicated combat helicopters. Combined with the single-engine LUH you had witnessed just before, and the World War horse ALH Dhruv and Rudra, HAL has displayed complete mastery on the art and design of developing helicopters. The LUH is moving away from us to perform what is called a rudder turn. He will climb up, bleed off speed, and turn completely on his tail rotor. And he's now coming in front of us to do the exit maneuver. In a few years from now, HAL will be dedicating the Indian multi-role helicopter, the last frontier that needs to be conquered, which would complete HAL's presence in every and all segments of the helicopter spectrum of the country, be it military or civil. Ladies and gentlemen, please give the LCH a warm round of applause as it exits the display area. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are awaiting the fixed wing formation from the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. A total of 6 fixed wing aircraft will be participating. The Dornier 228 heading the first formation, flanked by HTT-40 and Hawk India jet trainer. The second formation will consist of Sukhoi 30 in the lead, LCA and Jaguar on its flanks. There will be 2 wing formation coming in front of us in a few seconds. The first formation headed by Dornier 228 of HAL is a made-in-India aircraft, very ideally suited for the government of India's Ude Desh Ki Aam Nagrik Udan program for enhancement of regional air connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, please look to your right. The first wing formation headed by Dornier 228 and flanked by HTT-40 and Hawk India jet trainer. Next, ladies and gentlemen, you will witness the fly past of a range of high-performance fighter aircraft of the Indian Air Force. The Su-30, the Jaguar, and LCA, all made by HAL. Su-30 is a high-performance aircraft. It's an air superiority fighter, and it's a mainstay of the Indian Air Force. It can carry a lethal mix of weapons like BrahMos, Astra, and Rudram. On the right of it, you will see the light combat helicopter, the pride of India, indigenously designed and developed by Aeronautical Development Agency and HAL. It's manufactured by HAL there. Within its weight class and weapon carrying capability, this aircraft is second to none. On the left of Sukhoi, you will find the Jaguar deep penetration strike aircraft, upgraded indigenously by HAL. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right, the second wing formation of fighter aircraft, headed by Sukhoi 30 and flanked by LCA on the right and the Jaguar on the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for this magnificent fighter fly past you just witnessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take your attention back to the warships who are just entering the display area. The warships would now provide the requisite fire cover from the sea, simulating shore bombardment. There you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we can hear the sound of gunfire, which is from the simulated shore bombardment being carried out by the naval guns. the ships continue to provide naval gunfire support from the sea to ensure that the commandos are inserted safely onto the hostile shore. Ladies and gentlemen, I now draw your attention to the 4 fast interceptor craft right ahead in the display area approaching the ships. As the ships close the hostile shore, they may face opposition from the adversary's high-speed craft, as simulated by the 4 interceptor craft in front of you. The ships will now use their guns to repel and destroy these craft. As you can now witness, the FICs are being challenged by the ships. And there you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the FICs have turned and the asymmetric attack has been just neutralized. The ships continue to give naval gunfire support to ensure that the operations in the air as well as land go on smoothly as planned by the forces. I now hand you over to the next demonstration to the Indian Army.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 10 minutes, you will see a dust storm created by the land systems designed and developed by the DRDO under Make in India, Made for India. These land systems are frontline combat and combat support platforms. The king of the killing zone is a tank designed, developed by CVRDE and manufactured by HVF RD. Arjun Mark 1 is in service with our army. What you're now seeing in front of you is the upgraded Arjun Mark 2, roaring with his 1,400 horsepower engine. As Desert Ferrari, due to effortless mobility, Arjun Mark II can move 60 kilometers per hour on road and over 35 kilometers per hour cross country. Arjun Mark II has the most accurate 120mm rifle gun in the world, capable of firing 8 rounds in a minute. The tank is hunter-killer, with commander and gunner both having the abilities to track and shoot. Arjun Mark II can defeat any contemporary tank with his indigenous ammunition. The majestic battle-winning tank with indigenous Kanchan armor is layered with explosive reactive armor panels and has a very high survivability in modern battlefield. See the raw power of just one Arjun Mark II. Imagine a large wave with guns blazing. In the land battle, a number of combat support platforms will act as force multipliers. In front of you now, leading is the Arjun Armored Recovery and Repair Vehicle, a variant of Arjun Mark II developed by CVRD in association with BEML Bengaluru. Its functions include winching up to 100 tons, dozing, lifting 20-ton load, towing away any disabled platform, welding, cutting, battery charging, and electric supply, both in peace and war. Following the ARRV is the bridge layer tank, a very versatile Class 70 bridge on tracks. The BLT has been designed and developed by DRDO and manufactured by Ordnance Factory Board. This assault bridge is grouped with the mechanized forces to bridge water obstacles or ditches. You will be witnessing the launch and recovery with a crew of only 3 persons. The assault bridge can be laid in under 10 minutes by day or night. Behind the BLT is a trawl system designed and developed by R&DE engineers. This 9-ton system, hitched in front of a tank, consists trawl roller, mine plow, and electromagnetic device. During combat, this system will be deployed in plains and desert terrain to clear subsurface anti-tank and anti-personnel mines, destroy them with rollers, and activate any influence mines which are offset from the tank. This equipment can also be used in UN missions for demining operations. The BLT, along with the trawl system, is an inescapable need for the mechanized forces. As you witness the bridge layer tank launch and recover the 20-meter Class 70 assault bridge, may I draw your attention to the front, to the most potent land system that shapes the battlefield, the artillery guns. Proudly being brought into action are the indigenous 155mm artillery guns under the flagship of Make in India. On the left is the 155mm 45 caliber artillery gun Dhanush, developed by the Ordnance Factory Board. It has demonstrated capabilities in desert and super high altitude. With robust design, advanced automation, and gun sighting system, it can engage targets in rapid succession up to 38 kilometers and escape enemy counter-bombardment with agility. With 81% indigenous content, this gun has already fired more than 4,000 rounds and stands ready for induction in near future. On the left is a in action on the right is a 155mm 52 caliber advanced towed artillery gun system, the ATAGS. Designed and developed by ARDE DRDO, it has been manufactured by Tata Power SED. ATAGS, the most modern weapon system with advanced features like all-electric drive, shoot and scoot capability, firing at ranges greater than 45 kilometers with high degree of accuracy and consistency. Comparable to the best in the world, it is an advanced stage of development. For your information, the gun has achieved a record range of 48 kilometers with indigenous ammunition. Between the two guns is the Light Vehicle Mobile Surveillance System of CVRDE. Using a battle-proven, customized, short-range battlefield surveillance radar, the system can be deployed for detection, tracking, and auto-classification of moving ground and sea targets up to a range of 18 kilometers. Ladies and gentlemen, may I draw your attention to the front. Approaching from the sea is the first indigenously developed amphibious 600 horsepower, 8x8, multi-axle, multi-purpose, wheeled armored protected combat platform, the WAP. Designed and developed by DRDO along with Tata Motors as production partner, WAP is modular, scalable platform which can be customized as armored personal carrier, command and control vehicle, light recovery vehicle, NBC recce vehicle, anti-tank guided missile carrier, a wheeled tank, or even mounting an artillery gun. You witness one set of combat and combat support platforms designed and developed by DRDO. When applied en masse in waves with the strike formations, they will create a tsunami on the adversary.
With that, land operations, ladies and gentlemen, completed. Please look in front, ladies and gentlemen. You will see two naval helicopters. We have just approached the display area. A Sea King 42 Charlie, followed by a Chetak helicopter. The indigenously constructed Chetak helicopter is now demonstrating the winching operation used for rescue and extraction in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the winching operation is in progress. The Sea King 42 Charlie helicopter will extract the Marcos using small team insertion and extraction operation. In this operation, the commandos attach a small hook to the line thrown from the helicopter in hover, rapidly attach themselves to the helicopter, which will then fly away expeditiously with the commandos literally hanging from down below. Watch carefully right ahead, ladies and gentlemen. The Marine Commandos will anytime now be lifted from the hostile shore by the Sea King helicopter. The Marine Commandos, as you can see, are trying to attach themselves to the rope. There, ladies and gentlemen, the commandos are being safely de-inducted from the hostile shore. Please put your hands together for this daring act of the Marine Commandos. The commandos are displaying the national flag, indicating victory of our forces in today's operations. Put your hands together to this daring act by the Marcos. With that, we have come to the end of operational demonstration. We hope that you enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed it putting it together. You're requested to kindly remain seated till the departure of the Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you for your cooperation, ladies and gentlemen, and Jai Hind.
तो आप देख रहे थे सीधा प्रसारण, जहां पर भारत की जल, थल